Hello students, good morning. How are you all? I hope you all are fine there. How is your studies? Is it good? Okay. So today we are discussing our basic science class. Okay. In the previous section we are discussing about our English class. Today we are discussing the basic science class. What we discussed in our basic science? Yes, in the previous classes, in our previous section, we are discussed spices, isn't it? Spices, medicinal plants, and the all the most of the plants which came under the categories of roots, stem, leaves, flowers, isn't it? So these all are learned in the previous sections. Okay, today we are going to learn a new topic. Today we are going to learn a new topic, that is photosynthesis. Did you hear about photosynthesis? So before entering to photosynthesis, I will ask one question. Okay, in your houses, where your parents or your mother preparing food, where your mother preparing food in your houses? Yes, is it kitchen? Isn't it? It is kitchen. So we all are preparing food, or we all are eat the food from our kitchen itself. The preparation, our food preparation is from kitchen, isn't it? So in the case of plants, they are preparing food in the leaves. You know, the plants, all plants, they are preparing food in the leaves itself. Leaf is the kitchen of plants. So in later discussions we have to know what is photosynthesis. So I think you have the textbook. Take the page number 9. Okay, take the page number 9. There you can see what is photosynthesis. So now I will read the section. You just listen carefully. Photosynthesis. Plants absorb water through their roots. This water contains various minerals. Plants also absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere through minute pores present in their leaves. All these are done for preparing food. Preparation of food takes place in the leaves. The process is called photosynthesis. This is a process actually. The plants food preparation, which from the leaves, we already telling that. So we have to know what is this process. So here first, the plants, they are absorbing water from their roots. Okay, plants, they are absorbing water from their root, and this water is containing various kinds of minerals in it. Okay, and the plants also absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Our atmosphere, which is filled with the carbon dioxide. So plants, they are absorbing carbon dioxide through the minute pores of the leaves. Okay, minute pores of the leaves. All these are done for the preparing food. All these process which are done for preparing the food, or the preparation of food for the plants. The preparation of food which takes place in where their preparation is taking place? Yes, it is taking place in their kitchen, that is our leaves. Leaves is the kitchen of plants. This process is called photosynthesis. Okay, this process is called photosynthesis. Sunlight and pigment present in leaves are called chlorophyll. Here is the one of the important thing is chlorophyll. What is chlorophyll? This is the thing which gives color to the plants or leaves. Okay, this is the pigment or color which gives green color to the leaves. That is chlorophyll. So chlorophyll is most important thing in photosynthesis. Then the product of photosynthesis, finally they have the product. Okay, through the food preparation they have the product, that is glucose. Glucose is the product of photosynthesis. The product of photosynthesis is glucose. Oxygen is also formed along with this and releasing during daytime. The glucose formed through photosynthesis is later converted into starch. Plants prepare their own food are hence known as autotrophs. So here the final product of this food preparation sorry, food preparation is glucose. It is glucose, and along with the glucose there will be oxygen also. Okay, then the glucose is formed through photosynthesis, which is converted into starch. Okay, so the glucose which is converted into starch, this starch is stored in our plants and which formed as the fruits and flowers, isn't it? That is our starch. The starch is converted into fruits. So this is the process of photosynthesis. I think you got an idea about the photosynthesis. Okay, now here there you can see a table. Here a small table. What is in that table? Yes, carbon dioxide plus water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. What we get? Yes, we get glucose and oxygen. Once more, carbon dioxide and water, they are doing same. Okay, they are combining to the form in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. The final product is glucose plus oxygen. So now how do plants get carbon dioxide? You know, how do plants get carbon dioxide? In the above paragraph we already telling that carbon dioxide which is absorbing, our plants which are absorbing from yes, through the tiny pores or minute pores of leaves, isn't it? So we know here they have an experiment to know about how how the plants absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Okay, so here they have an experiment. You know that you can see here a microscope is there, isn't it? A microscope. Did you ever see microscope? Okay, so this is microscope. Through this we conduct an experiment. So now we can know what is that experiment. Here you have tried a little outer layer of the lower side of the betel leaf. Did you see the betel leaf? I think you know the betel leaf, isn't it? And the betel leaf, take a thin portion of betel leaf and dip the layer into the dilute stain and place this in the glass slide using the point brush. Okay, using point brush, it will take in a slide and place this layer on the glass slide using point brush. Observe this through the microscope. Don't you see pores in the leaves? Okay, so you have to do this with the help of microscope. Take the thin layer of betel leaf and dip in the stain and it placed in a slide and it insert into the microscope. Then we have to peer it. Then you can see tiny pores, minute pores in the leaves. You can see a structure here, the final structure this is. So you can see this kind of thing which you can see in the microscope. Okay, when you observe the betel leaf, you can see this kind of picture. So here you can see the another thing, that is stomata. What is stomata? Stomata, which means, actually this is we got a thing which we are observing through microscope, isn't it? We can see tiny pores, small pores. That is our stomata. That is our stomata. Plants absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen during photosynthesis. That we already know, plants, they are absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. This gaseous exchange takes place through small pores in the leaves. These pores are called stomata. They also release water from plants to the atmosphere. What happened here? Yes, plants, they are absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. And this in these things which takes place through the tiny pores of leaves. These pores which can call it as what? Yes, stomata. Okay, stomata. This is stomata, that is the tiny pores of leaves. In that pores, there will be the exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen, that all things which takes place through those tiny pores. The small pores or the tiny pores which we can say stomata. Okay. And you have to do one thing. You have to, here you can see the picture of stomata, and you have to draw it in your notebook. Actually, if you have the schools, we can know through the, we can realize it through the microscope. Okay, so when you gotten any chance, we have to conduct that experiments. Okay, and here you have another thing. Observe the plants around you. On which part of the plant does the sunlight fall more? Are the leaves of plants arranged so as to get maximum sunlight? Write the result of your observation in the science diary. So here you have another experiment. You know the basic science which followed with lots of experiments. Okay, so here you have an experiment. All the observing, you have to observe the plants around in your surroundings, and on which part of the plant does the sunlight fall more. So just think that and answering into our class Google Meet section. Or are leaves of plants arranged as to get maximum sunlight? So this is a activity for you. You have to find out the answers of these two questions, and we have a discussion in our class. Now we have another topic, that is chlorophyll. You know what is chlorophyll, isn't it? You know what is chlorophyll. So the green colored pigment seen in plant is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll which gives the pigmentation and color to the leaves, isn't it? So the green colored pigment seen in plant is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll absorbs sunlight needed for photosynthesis. Actually, chlorophyll absorbs the sunlight for the process photosynthesis. It presents more in leaves. Okay. The only reason for the green color of every leaves is the presentation or the presence of the pigmentation which have the color, isn't it? The one and only reason for green colored leaves is the presence of chlorophyll. So this is about today's section. Now there will be another question that we discuss in our later sections. So here you have to read the section photosynthesis and that process and stomata. Try to study that. I will ask the question, what is photosynthesis and what is stomata. Okay, you have to draw the picture of stomata. This is your activity. So now I think you got an idea about these things, photosynthesis and the experiments, and what is chlorophyll and stomata. These all things which we are discussed today's section. So if you have any doubts regarding those sections, ask me. Okay, so I hope you to understand what I am saying. Can you follow me, all of you? Yes, very good. I know you all are the very good students. So today we are discussing all those things. So we are wind up in today's section. Okay, so see you in the next class. Okay, bye.